Hey, my name is shawnshawn. I sell art on shawnshawn.co and green reading on shawnshawnacting.com. Today we're going to review Dries Ketels. I think he's a French artist, I want to say. He just brand new on YouTube. He has 88 videos, but he really caught my attention. So let's check him out. So this first video is talking about print on demand. So he's kind of explaining different services artists can use to sell their work, which is really useful to reach out to other artists and at the same time present yourself and work your way through the YouTube algorithm.
Print on demand for artists. How to sell your art prints online. Now, first thing first, I'm gonna talk about everything. Why, how, which services, which prints, well, like the best tactics, everything. But first things first. Which print-on-demand service do you choose? This is a thing that a lot of people struggle with. It's very easy if you're an artist.
So one of the key things you can notice right off the bat, he has this crazy wild hair. So it catch your attention right away with wild hair. It's like, what is he doing? I think before he had long hair and then he kind of cut it and he has this crazy artistic hairstyle. I mean, I have my beret, which I always use, but he's using kind of this crazy wild hair. He's got his art in the background. So you see two of his works, which is realism on one side, maybe surrealism, and you have kind of his lightning painting in the background, so it's always smart to have your art in the background. I don't have any art here, so that's kind of dumb, right? But ideally I'd have my art here, so I would be going like, and this is what I'm doing. Right? So let's check it out further.
It's very easy. You don't have a choice. You do not have a choice. Like, you don't choose between Printify and Printful and Contrado and all of those things. No, you choose the one that is most qualitative, because that's what you stand for. You stand for quality. You stand for amazing colors, amazing visuals, amazing high quality paper. And so this notion that you should go for something cheaper like Printify, because then you can take a little bit more profit margin, is completely insane. The profit margin does not depend on which.
So he breaks down all the costs of why you would use one or the other or not. And there's a really cool catch that he has at the very end. What I'm
price
mentioning.
Points are interesting for buyers, for collectors, and two, how to sell them, which tactics to use to sell those prints. For those two things, I would recommend you to check out my other videos. I have one video, how to sell art on Instagram. Those same principles will apply when you're selling prints, when you're selling anything as an artist, really. And then from there on, you can watch some other videos. Or
so here what he's doing is he ends the video by saying, oh, I'd love to explain everything, but there's this Instagram video and you can go to the next one. So he's linking his videos together. So ideally, if you ever film a YouTube video, what you want to do is, maybe it's a painting demo and you do, like, say it's a canyon, and you're like, hey, by the way, if you want to see mountains, there's no mountains here, but you want to see how to paint mountains, I got another video. And then the mountain videos, you're like, oh, you want to learn how to do beach? You know, we don't really cover beaches. This is how you paint beach. Oh, you want to learn how to mix colors? This is how you mix color. Go to this video. So he's linking all those videos together, and what that does is increase a lot of watch time. So if you can successfully create all your videos so they link together one after another, carefully plan out what you're going to do in advance, maybe 10 videos, and you're like, oh, you do this video, do that video, do this video, do that video. And you can just link it together and they'll build on each other. And yeah, it's just a great way to kind of increase your watch time. So let's go on to the next video.
Taking photographs of your art is extremely easy, even though most professional artists are still making mistakes when it comes to documenting their work. I know personally professional artists who are losing tens of thousands of dollars in opportunity costs.
So he has a really great excitement. He's talking with his hands a lot, which is a really strong way to get technique. I've learned that because I lived in Spain and also Toastmasters. So you always want to use your hands. And he's got that really enthusiasm, which you want. He has his hair going all over the place. He's playing with his hair. He's got his chest hair open. So you got, for the ladies, you kind of pick up the ladies. So that's kind of a fun technique.
Because they don't know how to take photographs of their work properly. They are either using the right methods
so I'm going to skip ahead,
or for this profession. When in reality, the process that I was using wasn't the right process for that particular desired outcome. It was not my lack of professionalism. Here's a general rule of thumb. If people are going to pay you money for the picture that you're taking, then make sure it's the highest possible quality. The best cameras, the best everything. In other words, for prints, so yeah, he's directly, you know, if you're going to take pictures for your artwork, make sure it's high quality. I use this DSLR here, which is an SL2. That's good enough, probably. It's not 4K, it's 1080, so it's fine for YouTube. No one's upgraded everything to 4K. Once they go everything 4K, I can change my camera to 4K.
But for now, I don't think I really need 4K, and you don't want to really shoot your paintings in 4K because then people can just steal your prints. So that's always a challenge when you put it on the internet. You kind of want to limit it to the highest quality on the internet so they get a good view, but they can't blow it up to a monster print. So there's a little bit of debating there. Some people put watermarks, but I think it looks terrible. I'll go to the end of the video here.
It's only for artists who are selling art pieces at $10,000 and above. Then you could potentially outsource the photographing of your artworks to professional photographers who probably have some extra things that they can do. I don't know, perhaps not, but whatever. If you're interested in the camera and the lens that I use personally, everything's linked up in the description. And if after taking all those pictures you're still not selling art, then check out my series. I have a full series on YouTube on how to sell art online and the tips and tricks that I share there. I mean, you can have courses where you will pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for that will not even share those tips. So it's all free. You can check it out. My name is Dries Ketels, and I hope.
So again, you can see he's linking all those videos together. I have end screens on mine, but I don't necessarily have the videos to connect with that. So that's a really smart way to connect it. Let's go to another video.
There are new opportunities on Instagram that are about to change online business forever. Instagram is becoming the Silk Road of the internet, and the best part of it all is that, unlike a lot of people think, you don't need a lot of followers to take advantage of this. When it comes to Instagram and social media.
So this is kind of an interesting point he's making. He's saying you can use Instagram and sell your artwork, but you don't need a lot of followers, which is very counterintuitive. Everyone thinks you have to get a lot of likes, you know, and then you're going to build this massive following. Some people have bot followers, and so he's kind of going through what's successful there. So let's skip ahead a little bit.
True stories. Without being the salesperson, without being that salesy, manipulative type of person. No, you can just post a story of your day and automatically you will build that rapport and build that trust out, which is the foundation for any sales. And the third tip on this list, probably the most important one when it comes to selling on Instagram, is to like this video, because that helps a lot out with the algorithm of YouTube.
So this is hilarious. He's actually, I mean, everyone says like and subscribe, but he's like, and by the way, you're going to really help yourself by liking my video. Usually most people just say that, hey, like my video, you know, if you like it. But he's just saying, you need to help the algorithm, man. So it's kind of a funny tongue-in-cheek jokes that he's using.
Thanks a lot for that. Now the real third thing on this list is hashtags. We have to talk about hashtags, and again the SDE rule applies here. I know that a lot of YouTubers have told you that hashtags are a good thing and that you should use hashtags, and therefore you started using hashtags. You perhaps even have built a hashtag ladder for your posts and spend a lot of time doing hashtag research and all of that stuff. And if that is you, then I only have one question for you. How did the hashtag thing work out for you? Probably not that good. Why? Because those...
So this is a really great video. I'll just end it here. You know, he's talking about obviously Instagram. You guys can watch it yourself. You know, I stumbled upon him and I thought, oh, it's just another kind of BS guy talking about this. But he drops real information. He inspired me to drop all of my eBay store and just focus on my store and drive the traffic to the store, because now I know really successful Facebook marketing. So if you have all these other platforms, they're great because there's people there, but you're kind of an employee of those websites, what he's talking about. So what he means by that is, say you put a seascape up and it's this really beautiful seascape. Someone else has a seascape on the same site in Etsy or eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever. The algorithm runs all those sites, and the Etsy has a seascape. They see someone likes this. They don't send it to the rest of your work that might have beaches or desert or something completely different. They're going to take that seascape and put it next to another seascape of your competition. So you're being basically an employee of that store to help your competition out, right? And it's like everyone thinks they're winning, but if you're not selling, you're not selling, and you're just helping your competition, which I don't have any problem helping people directly, like through videos, but to help your competition and pay for it, that's just crazy, I think. So, you know, free advice is fine, but to help your competition out and you don't even make money on it, it's just crazy. So, you know, he has a lot of good paradigm shifts, I think, in his videos. And they're all about like how to market on Instagram, Facebook, how to get more popular, and really the key strengths you really need from marketing side of an artist. I don't know per se much about his art. He doesn't do any painting tutorials, but he has a lot of really good marketing ideas. I think you guys should check him out. Hopefully you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, you can subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next Artist React video. Thanks for watching, guys.